Welcome to Mukam Coding Mentor channel. Here we are taking C++ programming language and we will understand the concept of operators today and we will understand the type of operators. So in the previous tutorial we saw variables and its types. We understand the concept of const keyword and we also perform operations on variables according to our necessity. So from these slides we will be taking operators. So basically an operator is a symbol that tells the compiler to perform specific mathematical and logical manipulation. So C++ have various built-in operators and the following the points which you can see are the types of operators. Arithmetic, relational, logical, assignments, bitwise and Misc. So first four operators are going to be used for in large amount and the last two are programmer specific and it cannot be used in much in our life. So in our C++ programming, then let's see the operators. Here the examples plus and minus are the symbols which is known as operator and both are fall in arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators are very common operators and following I have mentioned the types of the arithmetic operators. So here the plus, minus, multiplication and division are very common operators and the modulo operator will give you the remainder operator. This is the increment operator which will increment the value by 1 and this is the decrement value which will decrement the value by 1. So I am taking it in fast forward way. You can just pause and see everything one by one. Now relational operator. Relational operator are used for comparison purpose. Means one value is compared with another value. One variable will be compared with another variable. So following are relational operators in which we hold A as 10 and B in 20. So see the equal to double equal to say to equalize if it is equal or not. If it is equal then it will say true and if it is not equal it will not give us true value. Here A is 10 and B is 20. That's why so A and B is not equal. Now not equal and this is not or equal which this symbol says if it is not equal then it will give you true. Here 10 and 20 is not equal, that's why it's giving us true. Greater than, less than, greater than equal to, less than equal to are very pretty much common if you have known the basic things of mathematics and if you don't know please check from your mathematics teacher. Logical operator. Logical operator as the name suggests are used to perform logical operation and there are mainly three types of logical operations. So I have learned this logical operation in my 12th syllabus of maths subject. If you have not known if you don't know anything or don't have any idea regarding logical operator, I suggest you to please watch some videos from those chapters and search it on the internet so that you will get to know much more in deeper way. But here I am computer science students and I expect everyone to know these things. What is logical operators? So A holds 1 and B holds 0. So what double AND will say if it is AND operator, AND, OR and NOT. Okay. So there are some truth table also belonging to that logical operation. You can see there was in the previous screen you have seen that A and B have 0 and 1 value. See, A was having 1, B is having 0. In a similar fashion here, B is having 0, Q is having 0. So in AND it is giving us 0. But if P is 0 and Q is 1 in second time, the here answer will differ and only the one value will give us the one value in AND operation. And in OR operation, all value will be 1, only the 0 and 0 will be 0. Here the XOR will give us one value if both the value of the operands is both the value of variables differ. Okay, 1 0 will give 1, 0 and 1 will give you 1, and if both the variables are same, then it will not give us the value as true. So bitwise operators is basically bitwise operator are used in binary operations, and it is similar to our logical operations. Here A is 16 and B is 13. Now in binary format they will be as follows. A is 00111100. In binary is greater value, so it is saying that it is this, and B is 13. So while performing these operations, how the value is going to change, you must see and try to calculate it. Assignment operator just will be used for assign the values to variable and other entities in C++ programming. But it will use the values from left to right. Like here the value in C++ programming, it have different way to perform this assignment operator. What is given will be operated from left to right. See here plus and minus is given, but the value will be given as C plus equal to will be assigned first, then plus will be given. Okay, so that is how we can do everything else. We have seen this all operators previously. So let's move. You can pause and see it and read each line for your understanding. Misc operators are like miscellaneous operators that cannot fall in other categories, so all that are entered here. Size of will give the size of the variable. For example, if A is an integer, then the size will be 4 bytes. Condition operators are interesting. Is an interesting operators here because it just checks the value. If the condition of here the condition is checked, first the condition is checked, and the value here x and y, x will be assigned if the value is true and y will be assigned if the value is false. Okay, so condition operator is very interesting. We will later on implement it and will understand it in much better way. Common operator, sequence of operation to be performed, dot operator, arrow operator. So member operator are used to reference individual members of classes, structures and union. Casting operator will give you convert the data type to another. So 2.200 will turn into 2 exact value. Pointer operators and return the address of the variable. Okay, this AND pointer will return the address variable, and the pointer, this pointer will give you the exact value of the variable. So size, as I've seen, this size of operator has came, so I just given the basic data types or size here. So I am not shown in the variable data types while explaining variables and its types. So I have given the table here. What is in this of 4 bytes, float is also of 4 bytes, double is of 8 bytes, and boolean is of 1 byte, char is also of 1 byte. Is operator precedence. Operator precedence determines the grouping of terms in an expressions. So expressions basically is multi operators sums, which we can see here that 7 plus 3 into 2. So many operator comes at one place, so that is an expression. And for grouping that, and means for how to calculate, it helps in evaluation of that this type of expression, operator precedence. Operator precedence just tells us which operator have higher level of precedence, means which symbol should be given the high preference and which will be given the low preference. So multiplication and divisions are given greater preference than plus and minus. And in multiplication and division also, multiplication is higher value, is of higher value, and then division comes. Okay, so this is the just an example. X is assigned as 13 because the 20, not 20, because operator multiplication has higher precedence than plus. Okay, so multiplication is done first, then addition is taken into consideration. So now we have came end to of this slide. We will see an example on the operators. I have mainly given the declared the two variables here, a and b. A is assigned as 5, b is just given as 2, but the operations which I have performed is on a, that is increment operator. And if I will execute and run this, it will give me 6. See, 5 is the actual value, but the 6 is coming in the result. This is how the operator works. That's it for today, and we will end this session by now. Okay, thank you, and please like and share our channel whoever need